children. Now in this chapter water, we'll see what is the importance of this compound water in our lives. This compound water is very important because almost all the reactions we see, they take place in the form of solution in water. Whatever reactions taking place in our lives, the reactions taking place inside the living cells, etc., they are actually taking place in the form of solution in water. So water plays a very important role in our lives. Water exists as all the three states of matter. So in all the three states of matter you can find water, all the three states of matter. So as solid, first state of matter, water is found in the form of ice, snow. These are the solid states of water. Liquid state, like various water bodies, whatever water you find, that is in liquid state. And in gaseous state also you find water as water vapor, which evaporates from various water bodies and forms clouds after condensing. So like this, water is present in all the three states of matter. Water is present in the free form as well as combined form. So all these forms which you have seen here, like snow, ice, various water bodies, water vapor, all these forms are free forms of water. Free form. And water is also present in the combined form. So these are the free forms of water. In combined form, water is present as, in combined form you can say water is present as like certain compounds like hydrated copper sulfate, CuSO4.5H2O. There are 5 molecules of water. These water molecules are known as water of crystallization. So here water is present as a combined form with salt. So these are the combined forms of water. Water is also present in combined form in our bodies, in various vegetables, various other things which we find, there is water present in combined form. So you can see water in combined as well as free form present in various things. Now next thing which we are going to discuss about is the various physical properties of water. So the first physical property of water which we will see is physical properties of water. So first physical property is boiling point. So water boils at 100 degrees centigrade at normal temperature, at normal pressure. Normal pressure means 760 millimeter of mercury. So water boils at 100 degrees centigrade at normal pressure, but what happens when the pressure increases? With the increase in pressure, boiling point of water also increases. This technique is there in pressure cooker. In pressure cooker, the pressure on the water vapor increases, and thus the boiling point also increases. That is how the pressure cookers are very helpful in cooking food at the hills, because at the hills when there is low atmospheric pressure, water boils earlier, due to which food is not able to cook properly. So by increasing the pressure and increasing the boiling point, pressure cooker helps in cooking the food at the higher altitudes. Boiling point of water also increases with addition of dissolved impurities. With the addition of dissolved impurities, boiling point increasing. So these are the effect of increase in pressure, boiling point increases. Addition of dissolved impurities, boiling point increases. Now the next property of water which we are going to see is freezing point. Freezing point. Water freezes at 0 degree centigrade at normal pressure with the increase in pressure freezing point of water decreases. With the increase in pressure, as you increase the pressure, freezing point decreases. And addition of impurities in water also decreases freezing point. So this is the effect of addition of impurities in water also decreases freezing point. So this is the effect of pressure on boiling point and freezing point, and addition of impurities on boiling point and freezing point. Now, after discussing these two physical properties, boiling point and freezing point, we'll come to some other properties in the next videos.